Aldrich Rosas of the Giants has the honors as we get underway in the NFL Pro Bowl. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about, if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about free agents, thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City.
Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. I didn't
offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. The coverage good that time by the NFC defense. Brings up 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Myers' kick is good. And the AFC on the board first. It's 3-0.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the New York Giants star playing in the Pro Bowl as a rookie, Saquon Barkley. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Credit the tackle to the Texans middle linebacker, Benardrick McKinney. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And he will find his Saints teammate Michael Thomas complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. For Drew Brees, this his 12th Pro Bowl nomination, though he hasn't played all 12 years, but still, what a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40 the week leading up to the NFC Championship game. He keeps himself in such superb physical condition and still loves everything that goes along with football. He may play till he's 60.
Here's Breeze to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. And he gets it to his KC running mate. That's Tyreek Hill. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. We mentioned the history of this game, the Pro Bowl. Of course, for many folks our age, the Pro Bowl always meant a trip to Hawaii. You know, they held it there from 80 till 09, and again for a handful of years in this decade before the last 3 being here in Orlando.
And there's something to be said, no doubt about it, for getting to go to Hawaii. Imagine being named a Pro Bowler and going home and telling your family, we're headed to Hawaii for a vacation. But think about going to Orlando, especially if you've got kids. All the theme parks, all the great things to do, plus not nearly as long a flight no matter where you come from in the United States. I think it's a big deal and a good thing to have it here in Orlando.
They go play action here on 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes rolling to his right. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. Tyreek Hill, 47 yards. And the AFC adds on to their lead. Well, we saw that tandem hook up quite a few times during the regular season, didn't we?
We certainly did, and it continues now in the Pro Bowl. You have to know that even if they didn't consciously plan it, you do try and find guys you're familiar with in a game like this.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with an AFC touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Breeze. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Breeze to Ertz for the NFC first.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Charles, this the 2019 Pro Bowl. The AFC's won both games that have been played here in Orlando since they moved it here. Both have been competitive, 20-13 2 seasons ago, and the last year in 2018 it was 24-23 the final.
Yeah, and 2 years ago, Travis Kelce, Lorenzo Alexander were the game MVPs, offense and defense respectively. And then last year, Delaney Walker of the Titans, their tight end, he won it on offense, and Von Miller of the Broncos won it on defense.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
The AFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And he rifles one incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a first down. Well, he was so good throwing the football on 3rd down during the regular season. Why wouldn't it carry over here to the Pro Bowl?
Sometimes that's just who you are, right? If you're good at something, as you said, during the regular season, so what if it's with a bunch of guys you're unfamiliar with? It's 3rd down. He finds a way to convert.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. When you think about the history of this Pro Bowl game, there was an all-star game going all the way back to 1939, but it officially became called the Pro Bowl in, I think, 1951.
You're exactly right. And that game was played out in L.A. in the same stadium where the L.A. Rams currently play. And back then, they split it into conferences, the American Conference versus the National Conference. The American Conference won 28-27. MVP of the game, quarterback Otto Graham. Nickname, Automatic.
They give him 12 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more after this. Now it's Mahomes again, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Hard throw, incomplete.
Intended for Jared Cook. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the... And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second half. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with an AFC touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. On 1st down, Breeze. Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It seems to be playing with so much confidence. defense right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Ertz over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Breeze going to throw. We'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A good return there, 17 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Mahomes. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the Rams' Todd Gurley, his 3rd Pro Bowl in 4 seasons. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. On second down, here's Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Take it in at the 22. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. Mahomes now on first down. He'll buy some time right. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Cook.
Pass interference. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
And now he'll turn and off his back. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he is is going to score. It's a pick-6 and an AFC touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
Extra point up and through by Myers. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Breeze to try again after the pick-6. The left side completion to Jones. 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. It's a big play that time for the NFC. 68 yards.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, I didn't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think he's going to lose big-time yardage here, but it may not matter because a flag is down.
Defense.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Breeze. Good coverage there by the AFC defense. It's 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
On is Aldrick Roses for the NFC field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Rosas' kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown. Jared Cook, 51 yards. And the AFC adds on to their lead. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Breeze now on first down. And that's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Mahomes in the AFC now with a at the 20. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mahomes going to throw. And it's incomplete. The AFC thus far on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the NFC is going to get the football back in excellent field position. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that.
And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Zach Ertz, a 24-yard touchdown. And the NFC able to get a bit closer. PAT up and good by Rosas. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be secured by the AFC. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics. Someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Pass incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he...
And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Eric Ebron, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Myers connects on the PAT. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Gets fielded in the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Breeze. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Ready? 95-56.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. There he goes, left side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and an AFC touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. Now Breeze. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded just inside the 20. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
My brother
is Mahomes on
don't
3rd.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Wouldn't be the Pro Bowl without the QBs taking some shots, and that shot paid off.
He understood, I don't know if it's instinctively, if he did his homework, that you do take your shots, as you said, in this game because the payoff is terrific. We will remember how many touchdown passes you threw. I don't think we ever recall how many interceptions you throw in a game like this.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Not frozen.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Get my mustard.
Breeze now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and an AFC touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
The extra point now coming from Myers. Myers connects on the PAT. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced him
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun.
Welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can try the all-new QB1 face of the franchise or enjoy the Madden you already know and love with Madden Ultimate Team franchise.
Dude, your mic is lagging so bad. Dude, your mic is so laggy, I cannot understand a word you're saying. Dude, that's lightsabers, boy. da. Yeah, this.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Dude, why is your mic so laggy? For me it is.
I'm not okay.